Now, if you have never seen a flying saucer, don't believe anybody who says they have, including me, until you have the experience. Now, you say, well, Papa, I love you, I want to trust you. Thank you. But don't bet on it, only on the things I confirm for you. Now, you may say, well, man, since 1970, you've been teaching us and predicting events, and all of them happen. So more than likely, the next thing you say is going to happen. Fine. That's your own conviction. I am not going to tell you to believe in flying saucers if you haven't seen it. Who here has seen a flying saucer with their own eyes? See, some of us have. Some of y'all haven't. So we sound crazy to you. And you sound crazy to us for not believing it, with all of the stacks of evidence that the government shows you on television. They call it classified. The government created a whole called Project Blue Book and put $1 billion in it. There's a whole Boone Air Force base that nobody can go into. Well, they're over there testing stealth. They already got stealth. They're going to test something they already used on the people in Iraq. What are they doing with it now? Oh, the Roswell, that was just some dummies in a weather balloon. And it goes on, and millions of people all over the world are being abducted. And they all are saying the exact same thing and describing the exact same people, whether it's in Hindi or Arabic or Spanish or French or Italian or German, whatever language they're speaking, they say the same thing. They say little men. I think they're men, because they have no apparent sexual organs. With big heads. Some grayish or brownish in complexion, with large eyes and little slits. Some had 5 fingers, some had 4. Some had 3, some had like claws, which means there's some type of mutation or evolution or graftation or genetic experiment going on amongst them also. But millions of people all over the world, not just crazy people, scientists, doctors, reverends, policemen, what else? Military presidents, Carter, our Georgia boy, confirmed he saw a UFO. And so did Reagan, and so did Kennedy, and so did Truman, and so did your boy Elvis Presley, and so did Jimi Hendrix, and so did Marvin Gaye. There's a whole book of all the stars that saw them. You listen to their music and cry with them and make love to them, but when they say, I believe in the UFO, oh, you crazy there. Marvin Gaye said, what's going on? Save the children. I love that. I believe in the UFO. Whoop, the boy crazy. What are the chances of people all over the world speaking a different language who've never come in contact with each other having the same experience? What is the chance? All these people got together and conspired. Why is the question? Why? What would be the reason? Why would a guy in Germany and a guy in Mexico have the exact same story out of me? The exact same story. Why? How? In Puerto Rico, Chupacabra. How? And all these people everybody in Puerto Rico is crazy, right? Farmers, villages who have no interest in the public or the media say, yeah, I saw one run by. A bloodsucker, they call it. But y'all who haven't had the experience, look at us, you call us crazy. We wonder why you haven't had the experience. Let me see them hands again. The ones who have had the experience, some type of UFO or phenomenon. I'm saying, you know, quite a few of us have. And it's frightening. Because when I was a little kid, and my sister's probably here right now somewhere, she'll tell you, when I was a little kid, I used to despair for weeks. That's what's in my back there. Is that true? What did y'all used to do? Tell the truth. Give her a mic so she can tell them. Beat the hell out of you. Hold on. I want to hear this. She's going up to be a witness. What would y'all do?
When you came back, you were spanking.
A spanking, they call it.
Okay, when you disappeared, we think we didn't know what happened to him. When you come back, he would have like heavy nosebleeds and stuff like that. And he was, as a kid then, saying that he was a person. And we was like, yeah, right. And so, this is true. Believe me. And he was a little kid not knowing anything about this. There was no TV, no media about abductions and stuff like that. And this is what.
Don't tell them that. That tells how old I am. No TV. Him and Jesus was sitting on the counter while the together. It's real. And those of us who had the real experiences and suffered the traumas of it all our lives, it ain't no joke about it. Y'all people who have lessons say, well, I wish somebody would abduct me. They do two things. They abduct and they're abducted. These women that say they took me on a ship and they saw that I was so attractive that they wanted to have my baby, so they did it to me. Right? Then there's other people say they took me up there, they experimented on me, they were sticking tubes in my head and stuff, and then I don't know what happened after that. Other people say they sat me down and told me I'm special and they're going to take me off to heaven with them. What are some of the other ones? Anybody got any of them? Yeah. They said to inform the world that you human beings are messing up and you better turn around and change things before it's too late. Right? Yep. What else? Anybody else?
People come back with metallic oxygen.
Say that again, brother?
People come back with metallic like oxygen all over their
I had one of those up in here. That's right. That's where the blood came from. Huh?
Showing signs of the future.
They sometimes project a screen for you to see, like they do me, and I can foresee things going to come in hundreds of years, and I come tell y'all, and then they come to pass. And then y'all still say, it's crazy. Who else? Do you know how many of them are walking on the planet Earth as human beings? Passing themselves off as humans? Mixing into the society of man? Not only good ones. They want to use humans for food, some of them. Don't feel bad, chickens feel that way about you. You just another part of the chain of life. You sit down and eat a curry goat. How do you think goats feel? You got them locked in your yard inside a gate. Raise them to kill them, to cut them, to eat them. And then when a couple of y'all get abducted and some extraterrestrials put you somewhere and raise y'all to cut you, to eat you, maybe they don't curry you or barbecue, they might got some other term they use, you feel like that ain't right. Almost everybody on television says the same thing. It ain't right. You can't just shoot. You just can't do that to people. Isn't that what they say? That's not right. They just came in my bedroom and took me out and just did things to me. Some people like this. Some people hate it. Everyone waits for the extraterrestrials every night. But it is happening. There could be entities that are messing with you. They do have disembodied beings that do have the power to affect things on your side. And they attack people, shove people downstairs, scratch people up. There are a lot of dead people that did not make it to the other side. And they're roaming. People down Georgia here that were hung. Grabbed out their houses. Some of our grandfathers, I have folks in Wilkins that was, young people too young. Anybody here over 35 or 40 that's from the South knows what I'm talking about. Where crackers came and grabbed them out their houses at night and hung, castrated, burned their relatives right in front of everybody in the family. and nobody can do nothing. The trauma of that kind of death makes it impossible for the spirit to get to the other side. It can't make a smooth transition. They become in-embodied souls trapped on this side, and they terrorize. You know when they dug up Mega Evans' body, remember his wife had it dug up? Yeah. It was totally preserved, as if it never had been embalmed. Did y'all know that? Yeah. Don't trust, you know me, don't believe me. Go check that out, you get made. When they dug up his body after that many years, his body was perfectly preserved. Will. He did not want to perish until the case solved. And they exhumed his body and they solved the case. You understand? And I bet you his body will start to wither now. That's the power of God in you. Yeah. Not of God, you as God can make that happen. Can you imagine that? Every pharaoh wish they knew his secrets. A hell of a lot. Anybody else want to talk about it?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe.
You have a hole in your ear?
Yes.
Both of them or one?
One on the right.
On the right ear? Okay, go ahead.
It's like I'm afraid because
Don't be afraid.
I don't want to go to the doctor.
Don't be afraid. The doctors can't tell you nothing. That ring in your ear is alignment. People with holes in their ear, over here, some have one, some have two. Those are people that are going, I'm trying to give another word for it. I can't think of anything else other than the word counselor. When the elders come, when God comes, right, and the voice of God is spoken, it's going to be in sound, not in language. And these people who are being aligned are going to be the ones that tell people where to go. Those are chosen people, and they will be said, they'll hear voices in their head. Now, some people hear voices in their head now and end up in the nut house. But the reality of that is that it's a fact that people can hear voices in their head. You understand my point? The fact that doctors will put people in the hospital and put them on certain types of medication because doctors have come to the conclusion that yes, certain people do hear voices in their head. Wait, Bun? Yes. Yes, they do. And have went out and killed people because the voices said, go kill somebody. There are beings that are descending to earth, extraterrestrials, disagreeables, right? In the form of human beings, not descending into human beings. They won't come into and take her body. They're not walking. They are actually people that are here on earth like heads of record companies, heads of the movies, controlling the lives of many people. I'm not going to say Michael Jackson because everybody wants me to say Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is a confused nigga. I ain't talking about, but there are people that are in power like Bill Gates, right, who's controlling. When he held back, how many people into computers? The other day when he held back Windows 90 what? Everybody went, what? You was like affected emotionally. How dare them hold back Windows 98? I need that. What? Didn't you have an emotional effect? You was like waiting to go to the store, car, got the gas, the key, we going out to the video store and get this 98. And that would have been the rest of your day, putting it in, storing it, and they held it back, so wait a minute, we're not sure we're going to release it. Just long enough to frustrate everybody, then Bill Gates said, okay, it's going out. What's the point? Control, mind control. I can point out some of them. The guy comes on and tells me all the time, he teaches all the stars about how to make money and all that. You can see he's a Venerian. About almost 7 feet tall. He's the whole lot. There's so many of them out there now, and they are controlling the lives. L. Ron Hubbard. Yeah, control Dianetics, these are organizations, the Scientology movement, these are groups of extraterrestrials from the Pleiades or Aldebaran or Ashtar Command that is incarnated here and are steering people down a certain direction. And they become extremely numb. Yes, brother?